That's it. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of here. Let's go to G. Ah, nope. Play a little bit from the album. What a terrible disservice I'd be doing to songs I worked so long on to butcher them. However, you would have no point of reference. Maybe I am playing stuff from the... I'm not. I'm actually playing stuff just like... I thought that I would practice not being self-conscious and not prepare anything, and just that's just me playing. This is how I play. I pick a key, I do a thing. I'm not normally scared because there aren't people watching me. But when there are people watching me, I try to fight back and go, oh, hold on. And that's how I get to this thing, which I didn't have before I went live. And anyway, I fell asleep, like you should, but it was in front of the TV. I woke up and I was tremendously ready to go back to sleep, knowing full well I would have a full night's sleep if I just walked over to the bed and fell asleep. You would think that would have been enough of a thing I could have done, and yet I didn't. It was 10 steps to just get into bed, washed up. 10 steps. That's all I had to do. I'm an adult man. All I had to do was wake up from a deep sleep, transport myself 10 steps to a bed, and continue doing what I was doing with such a guarantee of sleep. And I couldn't do that. I hung a right into the kitchen, and then I picked up a guitar. And I thought to myself, who's going to yell at me for that? I'll get back to sleep. I said, I'll go back to sleep. And then I picked up a guitar, and I do the thing I do where no one's listening. And I just try to play as purely as I can. How do you practice switching simultaneously between rhythm and lead? That's a good question. I never liked playing alone. I never liked the sound of an electric guitar playing alone. I was a kid. I was like, this can't be just it. So I'd figure out all these tricks. One of the things was turning down the E string to whatever key the low E became and playing around that. And then that really is what I still practice. Can you be listenable on one guitar? Don't speed up. Now, once you get that, reminds me of Call of Duty Zombies, where you play until you die. So once it gets easy and you go, okay, I got it, you just throw yourself more waves. New wave incoming. Is it time for a new wave? Then I'll hear this thing, I'll hear like a new thing. sometimes when I screw it up, I go, I seek to understand what I've done wrong, and then I'll break it apart, but it's not very listenable. It was actually, I figured out way too late in my career that I was doing that on stage. So I'd be practicing on stage. I'd play something adventurous, and I'd fall, and I'd go, I'll get it right. But I was in front of many people, and I would just play the thing again and again until I got it right, or maybe not got it right, but I was like, we should say this for being home. These people paid good money. But that's the joy of playing alone, is setting a low dynamic ceiling and playing inside of it. Because you do have a low dynamic ceiling on a guitar, alone. I also think you don't even need to play chords for a while. I don't even know what key I'm in. Hey. Play Helpless. I don't remember how it goes. And all new things, man. I just remember how it went. Again, that'd be a weird song to... It's not bad, actually, alone. help it, yeah. Then I start trying to figure it out. The same drink that gets me out the door is the same drink that puts me on the phone. And the new thing if I'm helpless, tell me now, tell me now. Ooh, if I'm helpless, tell me now, tell me now. If I'm helpless, tell me now, tell me now. And I stop trying to figure it out. Yeah, yeah, yeah. How does the second verse go? If I'm happy, yeah. I bet I could figure it out if someone gave me the first line. I do not practice to a metronome, and I should. Go to sleep, bro. Go to sleep, bro is such a common thing to write somebody. It's such an uncommon thing to say to somebody, especially if you whisper it. Go to sleep, bro. Yo, bro. Hey, bro. Hey, wake up, bro. Go to sleep, bro. You woke me up to tell me to go to sleep. Yeah, bro, I just want to make sure you go to sleep. I have to say it 4 times a day or else I have to go on other people's lives. I tell them to go to sleep. Hey, bro. Hey, wake up. Hey, bro, go to sleep. Go to sleep, bro. Now I can't think of the second verse for Helpless. Otis Redding or Sam Cooke. Both, obviously. It's a very strange question. I get it. Which guy are you? I'm both. I like how I'm being quiet like there's anyone else in the house. But I think it's good. I think it's good to practice for when there's more people in the house. Just practice being quiet. Is anyone else like me where you don't use any real lights after a certain hour? Like you hate turning lights on because you like to stay in the dark mood? Sometimes I'll use a flashlight, and I would like someone to back me up on this if they do it. If there's like your phone flashlight around or a real flashlight around, like you'd rather use that than turn on the room lights. Has anyone ever done that? You just start having a thing where you don't want to turn on the lights? I don't know. Can you play Who You Love? That song was really... That's a sweet song. Love who you love, who you love. You love who you love, who you love. Oh, you love who you love, who you love. Oh, you can't stop dreaming who you're dreaming of. If it's who you love, then it's who you love. Yourself, stop dreaming what you're dreaming of. If it's who you love, if it's who you love, If it's who you love, you love. Although you can't make yourself stop dreaming who you're dreaming of. If it's who you love, then it's who you love. Well, that's a nice. One day you get old enough that your own songs give you little hugs. Hey, remember me? Can I sit on your lap? Yeah, you're heavy now, but yes. You'll hurt the old man, but climb on up. My songs are my children who are now strong enough to beat me in a fight. That is a wonderful trade-off for getting older. So you have songs that you can... I haven't heard that song in a long time. I had to play it to hear it. That's kind of a cool thing. It's kind of a cool job. Hey, I sure wish I could hear some music. I believe perhaps I'll play some. Sure wish I could hear a Mayer song right now, which is not something I ever say. Yeah. I think about this sometimes. I do sit down and I play slow dancing in a burning room because I hear it so often on Instagram, which is incredible. And sometimes I'll play it and be like, am I doing it right? Because I do think there's a weird thing to it that's very fingerprinty for me. I think it comes down to that. How hard you hit. There are lots of different ways to play it, obviously. Everyone should put their own spin on it, but... I think it's a lot of neck shaking that people don't do. There's always that, like with the pick, like, you know. Anyway, but it's not like the notes run into each other. You play all three, and it's all about the one thing, like vibrato and sliding, is so specific to people. You shouldn't even try to sound like someone else there. Even just, everyone sounds different. So when tonight's equipment is a Nebula PRS, you can't really see it. That's a Nebula Silver Sky. And a fractal, loving the fractal. Paul Jason Klein, what is up? Good save there. Yeah. Go cry about him, don't you? I'll tell you some stuff I never told anybody, because we're all up right now. It's like we're all can't sleep. We're like all living in the same house. It's like, I can't sleep. Can you not sleep? Yeah, I can't sleep either. Come hang out. Songs take a long time to. They should take a long time to write sometimes. And this song, I had this, So I had this for a while. I think I had this. And it started out as a song, this little idea. Actually, the first thing that came for that song was "Go Cry About It." It was a song I was walking around one day. I can't believe I remember all this stuff. You had a bad day, and it was all about you had a bad day, and you did this and you did this, and the idea was, and it was go cry about it. Why don't you go cry about it? Why don't that was going to be a song. That was that in my mind for a minute. I thought I could get away with writing a song where I was like, oh, you had a bad day, did you? Go cry about it. And I realized that lacked a certain kind of sensitivity that I was known for at the time. So it just kept rolling and rolling and rolling and changing and changing and changing and changing and changing and going and going and going. And days and weeks, literally months. And I had, it's not a silly little moment, all this stuff. And I had, and I said, and this I believe people know, I said to Chad, the engineer and producer, I said, this song sounds like two people slow dancing in a burning room. And then I stuffed it in there, and it felt wrong at the time, as most things you write at the time do. Most things you write at the time feel wrong because they're new and they aren't what you're expecting. And I've now learned to obey that feeling, because that means something good is coming. If it feels wrong, just go for it. And I was like, my dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. Now, if you'd never thought to sing that before, and you had this idea in your head, and it was all gonna be slow, and you decide, I'm gonna try, my dear, we're slow dancing in a burning room. None of that makes sense until you go for it and throw it down. And then what you're really trying to do as a writer is cheat your brain so you can't imagine it any other way. Hard thing is trying to retrain your brain. If something did glue in and you're like, you sure it's wrong? That's tough to do also, but it's a good job when you can get it. Thank you, Ross. Changed my life too, I think. Some fun songs to play on live, still, to this day. To this day. No pedals, but it's kind of a cheat to say I'm not using pedals, because there's a reverb and a delay inside the fractal, which I really like. Play Believe. Is there anyone who ever remembers? I don't remember the lyrics. Is there anyone who ever remembers? Does that start off with a change in their mind from we're fighting for? I was trying to combine them. That's what I mean. New wave. Man on the... Oh, good Lord. So, you can hear certain songs that are like progressions of me looking for the best version of that song. And when I find it, I stop, So there's certain songs that you can hear are mild copies of one another, but I hope they get better as they go, and I go, well, there's what I was trying to say. So I like tattoos. I got bad tattoos on the way to really good tattoos, and then you keep them all. Stam Goody, what's up? So there are a couple songs that are very similar. And the tough part is that I don't want to play the ones that were version 1.0 if I've got up to like the version that I think is the, you know, like for instance, still is the life of your room when you're not inside. You know, I feel like come back to bed. Come back to bed. Oh, come back to bed. Is really, once I got that, I didn't need come back to, for me personally, I didn't need come back to bed. Other people might, and I should respect that more, but once I hit that, I didn't need come back to bed because I had done a better version of it with Gravity. And now, sometimes I'll go to write a song, and I don't hit writer's block, but I just hit the names of other songs I've written. I don't know if that happens to other writers in the room. I'm gonna sit down and write a song. How about a song about the crumbling of a relationship where both parties, oh yeah, no, did it, yeah. It's like, oh, would you like to take another crack at it? You think you've got, you think slow dancing in a burning room was just a taste, and you've got a way to, now all of a sudden it's very Stewie Griffin, but yeah, you go. You kind of did that already, and you, okay, we've got to find a new way to say a thing. So it takes longer to say a thing, because it sounds so much like other things you've already said. I start with, ideally I do melody and lyrics at the same time. Ideally it all comes out at once. Isn't that great when it does? Ugh. And then I'll be writing lyric ideas and coming up with other things musically. I'll just keep going like this. This music, these lyrics, nope. These lyrics, nope. These, nope, nothing. Nope, nothing. And sometimes I'll go, nah, I don't know what this is. Oh, wait a minute. Boom, we got it. But that's very seldom. I like to get as much of it on the spot as I can because I also kind of go into a trance that I can't get back. I've never been able to go back into the trance. So if you're in the middle of writing something and it's all coming to you, don't stop. I have spent literal months trying to finish things that I could have finished in minutes if I had finished the song the day I wrote it. Because you're never going to be that person again. You're constantly changing. Your point of view on the world is constantly changing. That's what's so weird about people locking in their points of view and this is me. Your point of view is always changing, and there's no job that would allow you to see that better than being a songwriter. I have no idea, based on who I am today, how I wrote those songs. I have no idea. Just like you had no idea that you wore those pants back whenever. Oh, I saw a good question. I didn't know. How long have I held on to lyrics written, waiting to find the music? That's a question because you know that answer is a very long time. I have lyrics I've had for 20 years, and maybe someday they'll find it. 20 years I've had song ideas. I thought to myself, that's a really good question to ask other artists. Hey, play me the little piece of a song that you just walk around loving, and you don't know if it's ever going to find a home in a song, and it probably is never going to find a home in a song. Every artist has that little piece of like this one little song. And normally the thing that makes it so great also makes it so impossible to write anything else around it, you know? Like, nothing's worse than a song where the B section is so glorious. The B section is so glorious that where would you go after that? There is no chorus because the B section is so good. I had that with I'm a little lost at sea. I'm a little birdie in a big old tree. Ain't nobody looking for me here out on the highway. I was like, where do you go now? That was beautiful. And we all know the answer.